have the big talk, young man. About shit nobody will tell you. It's a common thing. But it's always fun. Skull. Alright, so as you all know, I've been reading a lot, and one of the great books that I read this year was Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Bam! Right there. Alright? She's a young broad about 200 years ago wrote this story. Frankenstein is the name of the doctor, not the monster. The monster is just the monster. Excuse me. And I found this great hard copy at Goodwill for like $1 or $2, and I was like, sold! Because it's fantastic. You want to read this book. You need to read this book. I had no idea how good it was. There's a reason why it's still in public thought, other than all the bullshit where everybody thinks they know what Frankenstein is. They think Frankenstein is the monster. Frankenstein is the monster, but it's not the monster that was brought to life by the doctor. Frankenstein is the doctor. The monster is just the monster. The monster's not even really a fucking monster. At all. The monster's the victim. You need to read the book. This book is huge. This is not a book review. If you want a book review, go somewhere else. At least with this. We're going to cover the main theme in Frankenstein. It is very important. Again, get the book, read it. The audible version is fantastic. It's beautifully written. It's like a huge poem. It is gorgeous. And you'll get good stuff out of it. I mean, there's deep psychology, borderline philosophical stuff in here. Here's a quick clip. Here's a one-line sentence on how good this is. Frankenstein's talking. Not Frankenstein, the monster. And he's fucking livid. He is livid, and this is what we're going to talk about. Beware, for I am fearless and therefore powerful. Motherfucker, that is true. That's a weapon in and of itself. This book is good. It is excellent. It is excellent on many levels. This is what you need to know about it, and you need to read it. Alright, so Vanna and I are talking. We've got some ideas, or some opinions, and they're all right, they're all correct. And everybody that says anything different is fucking wrong. And we know because we're surrounded by morons every fucking day. So get ready, boys and girls. Here we go. Young people, listen up. If you're going to create life, just like having kids, you need to read the book. Read the book. This is up there with having good premarital counseling. It is that valuable. I wish I had read this book. I didn't make the mistakes that this book warned about, but it still would have been good to know. Really good to know. I didn't fall into this trap, but I've seen many others do it. Alright? It's sold as a horror story. It's not really a horror story. The book is not scary. But these horrific themes play out every day. Every day. I saw it all the time. Van and I saw this all the time when I was on the road as a copper. All the time. Pissed off young men that were abandoned. Abandoned by their society, abandoned by their parents, they just were lost. And they took that rage out on the world. It's a thing. It's so... When I read this book, Frankenstein, the monster, Frankenstein creates the monster. He's a life creator. Like a parent, or God, or whatever, he creates life. And upon the success of his creation, he is horrified by his creation and abandons his creation. Immediately abandons it. Which is horrible. You feel horrible for his creation. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, pal? This guy needs guidance and love, and this, that, and he just runs off. Oh my God, I did something bad. Like a fucking limp-wristed sissy that he is. So, the monster, the new creation, has to make his own way in the world. And it's very difficult. And he's very pissed. Justifiably so, by the way. This is a thing. And this is fucking true. I'll give you here's an example. When I was overseas in bed in the Army, I had a young Army officer. Squared away dude. This guy was a fucking 10. Just solid. Hero of the nation. Young black guy. I think he was a captain. Young officer. And he's talking. And we were talking with the interpreters. And it came up that he was adopted. He just threw that out there. And the interpreters asked, "Oh, would you ever want to meet your real, your biological parents, basically?" And he was like, "No." And they're like, "Well, why not?" He's like, I fucking hate them. I hate them. They were pieces of shit and they abandoned me. I hate them. I like my adopted parents. Thank God he had people that loved him and raised him, and he's thankful as well. I'm thankful for him. I think our entire nation needs to kiss the ass of his adoptive parents because they create a wonderful citizen and hero of his nation. But he fucking hates his biological parents because of the abandonment. This is a thing. This is a thing. So take note. Take note, children. You don't abandon your creations. You don't do it. This isn't something to dabble with. Even though I know all the baby boomers are like, free love and da-da-da-da. Fuck that. That is horse shit. Horse shit. Nothing's free. Nothing. Where's Vanna at? She hit a lot on this. So, yeah, God bless his adopted parents. Showed him love and gave him a wonderful life that he is thankful for. And he is helping his society and doing great things in the world. Because he's a very powerful, young, motivated man. He could have become the monster, right? He chose not to be, but he was given love to not be the monster. So, you don't dabble with creation. You don't. You don't dabble in life creation. It's not a fucking game. It's not about you. The fucking pill didn't liberate women. If it liberated women, why does Planned Parenthood have to fucking get funded by tax money? It didn't liberate shit. This is not a game. Never was a game. You've been told it was a game. It's not a fucking game. There are consequences. So, when you are thinking about starting a family, be ready for it and take that responsibility. Take it, because it's there. So the main driving theme in the book is abandonment by one's creator. Parents, you could even make a loosey-goosey connection by abandonment by God. I think the Old Testament covered this with the story of Job. But people don't want to listen to that because they're all worried about their fucking feelings. I don't know. The whole book, and it is beautifully written. Beautifully written. It is fantastic. It is true. It is about being abandoned by your creator. Being abandoned by your creator. And the rage that builds. And the consequences that come. Read it. Read it. If you ever want to have kids, if you have kids, you're thinking about X, Y, or Z. I know our whole Western culture is fine with stripping fathers away and or marriage doesn't mean anything and you can do whatever the fuck you want because I don't know. I don't even understand any of those arguments. I think it's all crap. But the book's about abandonment by the creator and the consequences the creator has to face. And it is excellent. It is excellent. I highly recommend it. Go get a copy. Read the fucking book.